everyone, Joshua Myers here, and welcome to my January 2021 movie collection update video. And today, well, I got some movies here, and I got some updates in terms of stuff that I'm going to be getting in. Let's get right on to it. Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here.
And I'm Abe.
I'm Jay.
And Josh too.
Real quick before I get into the rest of this video, I would like to say, honestly, I didn't got much stuff this month, actually. I only got maybe basically less than a handful of DVDs. I think at most a handful. And yeah, and I did order something else, but I'll discuss that by the end of the video. So the first thing I got here, which is the most recent item I got, is Wes Craven's Shocker on DVD. I ordered this off of Walmart.com. And I started a free trial of Walmart Plus, which is a 15-day free trial. And I was able to get this for like $3.50 free shipping. And the $3.50 is total, which includes the tax. Yeah, I got this for super cheap. I have not seen this movie. This movie was featured in the In Search of Darkness documentary, which takes a look into 80s horror. And I haven't seen much of Wes Craven's movies. I've only seen the Nightmare on Elm Street films he worked on. So that includes the original, Dream Warriors, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And then I, of course, seen the Scream movies, which he worked on. Oh, and also I saw The Last House on the Left, which honestly I did not like. If you want to know more on my thoughts on The Last House on the Left and some of the other movies I did reviews for, I'll put them in the link down below. Some of them I do got upcoming reviews for, like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I did a review for that. But yeah, Wes Craven's Shocker. Okay, the next one I picked up from Amazon.com, actually. Now, they do have a Blu-ray version of this specific film in the release. But the reason I got the DVD version is because, well, the Blu-ray version basically took up all my money, so... And I wanted to get several items, not just one. Plus also, I've had at least one bad run-in with this certain boutique label company a while back, so I didn't want to pay too much money just in case I ran into the same problem with them. And I made sure to double check just in case. This DVD comes from a well-known boutique label in the horror community, and that is Arrow Video. Now here's the thing, I did purchase something from Arrow Video a while back, about a year ago or something like that, and it was Blu-ray of Madman, the 1982 slasher film, basically the whole Madman Mars stuff and that, which I did review Madman for my 31 Days of Halloween review series. If you wanted to check that out, you could, I'll post the link in the description below. But I wanted to get that, and then when it came in, I didn't realize that the version I got was not of this region. I'm in America, so I did not got my region at all. So therefore, unless if I had a region-free player, which I don't, I would have not been able to play the movie. So I had to return it. That's unfortunate. But then I ended up getting the Vinegar Syndrome release of Madman on Blu-ray, and that worked out pretty good. I'm actually thinking about rebuying that, considering... So what happened with that version is, for some reason I didn't want it anymore. I think I wanted to trade it for something else at the pawn shop. I got something else from the pawn shop, but I did get the DVD copy of it, but I gave it to my brother who really liked the movie. So yeah, I'm thinking about rebuying the Vinegar Syndrome version of Madman on Blu-ray one of these days to add to my horror collection. When I got this in, I was I double checked to make sure what region it was. It was Region A, which basically is for US territories and stuff like that. That's why I ordered it. Well, one of the reasons. Another reason is that I freaking love this movie. In fact, this was a movie that me and Josh just watched for the first time a while ago. And that movie is ReAnimator. So I got the Arrow Video release of ReAnimator, and I tested it on my PS4. It works amazingly, actually. I did check out some of the features. Well, I just skimmed and scanned through the special features. I have yet to check out every single one of these that's on here, because this is jam-packed with special features. Now, just like with Screen Factory, these do have reversible covers. I'm right now using the original artwork, but if you want to know what was the newly commissioned artwork, this is what the newly commissioned artwork looks like, which is pretty badass, if you ask me. But I don't know, I kind of slightly prefer the original artwork there. I think the issue I have with the newly commissioned artwork is I don't like the fact that it's white. I think the black actually goes a lot better on this release. But let me mention the special features here. It's a 4K restoration of the unrated version and standard definition for DVD presentations. Oh, I guess I have standard def. It still looks really good. It's mixed in 5.1 surround sound. So there's cool stuff too in the audio options. Like there's the isolated score. So if you go into audio settings, switch to that. All it is just basically you watching the movie with only the music. No dialogue, no sound effects, just the music. And that is pretty cool. Brand new audio commentary with the late director Stuart Gordon. By the way, like that was really sad what happened with Stuart Gordon. Let's just all have a moment of silence for the late Stuart Gordon. May rest in peace. Brand new audio commentary with Stuart Gordon and actors Graham Skipper and Jesse Merlin of ReAnimator the musical. Audio commentary with Stuart Gordon, so old one. Audio commentary with producer Brian Yunza and actors Jeffrey Combs, Robert Crampton, Bruce Abbott, Robert Sampson. There's ReAnimator Resurrects, feature-length documentary of the making of the film, featuring extensive interviews with the cast, which also includes interviews with the director Stuart Gordon, producer Brian Yunza, writer Dennis Powell, I think. I don't know. Here's his name right here. Composer Richard Band and former Fangoria editor Tony Tipone. A music discussion with composer Richard Band interview. Robert Crampton in conversation. The ReAnimator star sits down with journalist Alan Jones for this career-spanning 2015 interview. So there's a 2015 interview with Robert Crampton. Catastrophe of Success, Stuart Gordon, and the Organic Theater. Director Stuart Gordon discusses his early theater roots and his continued commitment to the stage. Theater Blood, ReAnimator featurette, which basically has the musical lyricist. I don't know how to pronounce that. So basically the songwriter for Mark Nutter on adapting the cult classic for musical theater. Includes extended scenes, a deleted scene, trailer and TV spots, still gallery. If you put this in your computer or laptop, you get the screenplay, so basically the whole script of the movie. And it says reversible sleeve with newly commissioned artwork by Justin Erickson, which I just showed you the reversible cover. So yeah, this is so far an awesome release. If you love ReAnimator, or if you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. This wasn't actually that expensive. It was only like $14. Well, no, not even $14. It was like $12. And if you have Amazon Prime, it comes with free shipping. So I highly recommend you pick this up. And that's just for the DVD version. The Blu-ray version was like $20. I thought that was too pricey, so I went and got the DVD version. But the DVD version still looks pretty good. So I highly recommend picking up the Arrow video release of ReAnimator. Okay, the next two things I got kind of coincide with that, and I'm not sure if I've shown you this in my holiday shopping haul video, but just in case I'll show it to you because it did came in January. The first thing is In Search of Darkness Part 1 on Blu-ray. So basically, I did back In Search of Darkness Part 2, and I was able to get the physical release of In Search of Darkness Part 1, which this one, me and Josh watched. It was a fantastic documentary, probably my favorite horror documentary, just documentaries in general, but definitely my favorite horror film documentary. It basically, so it's In Search of Darkness, a journey into iconic 80s horror. Yeah, and there's tons of interviews and stuff like that from different people like Barbara Crampton, John Carpenter, Heather Langenkamp, Keith David, just tons of different people, and much more from basically 80s horror. Knowing that too, I felt like this documentary, there was just so much passion involved with this documentary, from the people who made it to the people being interviewed, like the stars and directors and that, like the different filmmakers, and also because they do bring in some YouTube personnel onto the screen. So they brought in people like James A. Janice from Dead Meat and that, and you could tell every single people involved with this documentary is super passionate about 80s horror, which actually, after watching this documentary and doing a lot of reviews for 80s horror recently, I have a newfound respect for that decade of horror. Because prior to that, you know, there was some 80s horror I did like, but I honestly preferred, you know, horror from like the 70s and stuff like that, which I still think there's a lot of good stuff from those decades, but honestly, I fucking love 80s horror movies now. I really do. So, and this documentary helped me with that a lot more, and so, you know, just helped me found a new, like, just basically, it gained me a newfound appreciation for 80s horror. And then the next thing I got here, which came in the same time, is In Search of Darkness Part 2. So this is the sequel documentary. Basically, it covers even more 80s horror that this one did not cover. And there's even more interviews from different people. Like, you got new people in, like Robert Englund, Nancy Allen, Winela Quigley, Tom Savini. So just different new faces talking about 80s horror. I have yet to fully watch this one. Me and Josh just started on it, and so far we like it, but we don't think it's as good as this one so far. So, but it's still so far an amazing documentary on horror movies, and especially 80s horror. As far as I know, you can no longer get these sets because it was only for, you know, project backing, and this one you get your name in the credits if you did, which I have my name in the credits in this documentary set for In Search of Darkness Part 2. It was pretty awesome to see my name in the credits. Yeah, I don't think you could get these two documentaries anymore. You could actually watch this on Shudder, so the first one, so if you have a Shudder account, you could watch this, but they said they're not going to put this one on Shudder.